get up and get some money. Money was never real in the first place. You're the person that adds value to everything. So the fact that you just let a little bit of cotton, a little bit of metal, sit here and determine what you're worth, most importantly, is what are you working for? Money. In a what? Capitalistic slave-built society. Oh my goodness. So
we gonna dive right into it. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling good tonight. You know what I'm saying? It's 11:09, so it's still August 26th. Yeah, we're not missing no days, y'all. Yesterday, yesterday was I gotta make up for that, man. I gotta make up for that. But hey, I still posted the video though. Hey, don't hate the player, hate the game. You feel me? But that's never happening again. That is never happening. I will never post a 1 minute video like that again. Ever. Ever. Every video is supposed to be something of this nature or a vlog or something. It is never supposed to be no clip of me, what I said in another video. Let's talk about that. Accountability, first of all. Because that's basically cheating. I'm gonna give us 2 more strikes. 2 more strikes. You got 2 more times to mess up like that. We might have to add some new rules depending on what I do, but I'm hoping I won't be trying to make no excuses no more. We talked about that, making excuses. You know what I'm saying? But maybe I should let it slide. Maybe I'm being too hard on myself. You know what I'm saying? But today is closure is a scam, and a lot of y'all. Actually, I was talking to my friend. A lot of y'all might not understand exactly what I mean by that, but you gotta understand a lot of the times when we're in a relationship, this is where that closure comes in. We convince ourselves that sometimes we can't move on until that somebody explains themselves or they apologize to you, admit to what they did, you know, um, until they tell us why they changed or how they changed or why did they stop caring or why they lied, why they left. Um, it's a it's a lot of things out there, gang. I can keep going on. I can keep going on. And so, with that being said, a lot of us we ask for all these things and we wait for a time you can talk with that person and magically put everything aside and then y'all come back together. That's not how it goes. Because a lot of the times the conversation that you're waiting for isn't the exact conversation that's keeping you stuck. Because sometimes we don't actually want closure. We want the confirmation of saying that, okay, I was right. Now I want you to say, yeah, I hurt you. Yeah, I was wrong for what I did. Yeah, you deserve better. In reality, I can totally understand that. I totally do, because when somebody does something wrong to you, any wrongdoing or hurts you, a part of you wants to know what did you do to understand that. A part of you wants to know the damage they caused. You want them to understand the damage they caused to you. You want them to see what they have done to you, because here's the problem. You're afraid of what happens if they don't. If they never apologize. They don't give you something that makes sense. Or they try to place the blame on you. So my question is, are you going to be stuck forever because somebody else refused to give you the ending you want? You can't give somebody that much control over the process of your healing. Because sometimes the answer that you're looking for is already there. It's the way they treated you. It's how many times you had to explain yourself. The basic, simple things. asking for the bare minimum. It's nights you can't even sleep sometimes because you're trying to figure out what did you do wrong. The fact that we keep and we choose to keep making excuses for people or this somebody who isn't making any excuses for you, for us. Sometimes this behavior is closure. You don't need that 45-minute phone call to explain what their actions have done to you, what their actions have already shown to you. You don't need to investigate every single detail of what they have done. Stop checking that page. Stop creating fake scenarios of what could have happened. Sometimes you gotta sit back and look at what happened. Stop asking your friends what they doing. Like, you gotta accept it, gang. A lot of y'all might hear in y'all heads, y'all might be thinking like, so you're basically saying block them. And you be like, oh, that's childish. I'm not even saying block them. But sometimes blocking somebody is one of the most mature things you can do. Not because you really hate that person. Not because you want them to trace you or come back. But because you know yourself. You know if you keep seeing that name, you're going to check. You're going to keep seeing their stories. You're going to keep wondering if they're going to text you or if they're going to respond back. If they call, you're going to answer it. Suddenly, you're going to be right back to where you started, gang. So block them, gang. Delete the conversation, bro. Remove the pictures if you have to. Unfollow them, gang. Hit that mute button, bro. Whatever you need to do. And let's just forget, it is kind of to punish them, but it's to protect your process, to protect your peace. Because in reality, you don't need to be seeing it. What we got to do, we don't need to be seeing each other. It's just, why? The healing process is going to be tough because you're not going to have a good day every day. You don't expect yourself tomorrow to wake up and be like, you wake up and be like, I don't care about this person. That's not how healing works, bro. You're going to be thinking about them randomly. A song might bring you back, a TV show, a stupid moment. You're going to keep feeling like you back at the beginning. But you're not. Missing somebody doesn't mean you need them back. I think it's just something we forget. Like, you can miss somebody a lot and still know they not good for you. Loving somebody and walking away, that's not a bad thing. You can appreciate what people meant to you and still accept this chapter of your life is over. Accept it. Those things cannot exist at the same time. Because we looking for answers that won't change the outcome. This is the part that nobody really wants to hear because it's really in you. And a lot of the times, again, I'm not going to fall off topic, but we like to get mad when people tell us the truth about ourselves. We don't like hearing that exactly what we're told. But if they finally were to give you an explanation, a perfect explanation, would it change what happened? Will it erase the nights you cried? What they said to you? Would it rebuild y'all trust? Maybe you'll understand it better, but understanding does not make it hurt less, gang. Sometimes you and then maybe that's not enough, and you just keep searching for answers because feels better than accepting it. Because accepting means it's really over. And that's the scary part. But eventually, you're going to have to just start asking, why did they do this to me? And start asking. Stop asking. And start asking, what am I going to do with myself right now? This is where your power comes back. This is what we're trying to do right now. Because all of us, we're all going through this month right now. We're all going through a season. A lot of us are going through a certain season. So this month has been about self. About self. Everybody know who self is. SELF. We know what that is. Ourselves. A lot of us have been going through things that have to do with ourselves, the way that we've been feeling. I say that August is the season a lot of people goes through because it's like the beginning of everything, you know. Like it's the kind of beginning of where the year really gets going. You know, it's the rip and roll. It's the rip and go, you know. But yeah, bro, it's like next month I'm hoping we can be up or uppity up, talking about some good things. 4 more days. But I'm gonna just tell y'all this though. Closure is not a conversation. Closure is the day you stop checking that page. The day you stop hoping for that text. The day you stop imagining those fake scenarios of what could have happened. It's gonna be a day you gonna realize you don't need an explanation. You just need to accept what happened. So yeah, closure is a scam sometimes. And not because it doesn't exactly exist, but when we're waiting for somebody else to give us something that we had the power to give ourselves the whole time, that's be angry, gang. Just be sad. Take your time with it. Just don't keep reopening it because you're waiting for a person who caused it to teach you how to heal. Choose your peace. Choose yourself. And just keep it moving, dog. That's all we gotta do. Today is day 26. Princewayne out. Remember, y'all, it's progress over perfection.